Hello viewers, I'm Simon Preston and this is Reggae Boyz commentary. Now, in this video we're going to look at another player, and you know that I only look at players that can add a wonderful contribution towards the Reggae Boyz team. And this player has very thick Jamaican roots. Who is that player? That player is none other than Reece Oxford. Who is Reece Oxford? Well, Reece Oxford is an 18-year-old centre-half who can also operate as a defensive midfielder. He's going to be 19 sometime in December. So, he currently plays with Borussia Mönchengladbach on loan from West Ham United. West Ham United fans have indicated that he is the next big thing. And, you know, there's not a lot of players that I rave about, especially who are attached to West Ham United. When I saw the likes of Joe Cole, Jermaine Defoe, Rio Ferdinand, Frank Lampard, John Terry break through at West Ham, I thought, well, that's the cream of the crop right there. There's another generation, and Reece Oxford is that guy that can help Jamaica's team. So, here's some information about him that perhaps you did not know. Oxford was born to a Jamaican grandfather. His grandfather was Karl Oxford. Do you know who Karl Oxford is? Karl Oxford is the brother to former Kingston College and Jamaican international Neville Oxford. Can you believe that? The Neville Oxford that terrorized the wings in schoolboy football for decades. Well, decades is a bit of a stretch, but you understand the point that I'm trying to make. He was a crafty player. If there was one schoolboy footballer that I would have loved to see before my time, it would have been Neville Oxford. If there was a Jamaican international who I would have loved to see before I was born, it would have been Neville Oxford. Neville Oxford, you could say, is the... Well, as I said it already, you know, because think about it. If your brother has a grandson, yeah, like... So it's like his grand uncle is Neville Oxford, it's more or less. That's something. So, Reece Oxford, yes, he's part of the England setup right now. Was supposed to go to the Under-17 World Cup back in 2015, but West Ham United decided against it due to the timing of the tournament. It was clashing a lot with West Ham United games. He's made a handful of appearances, but definitely based on his quality, you'll see that this guy, Reece, is special. And you might say, well, Simon, what about the likes of Adrian Mariappa, Michael Hector, Damian Lowe, Jermaine Taylor, Ladale Ritchie? What about those players? I'm by no means casting aside those players, but can you imagine Adrian Mariappa inculcating the local players, the future centre-halves of our country, and in comes in Reece Oxford, who's played Premier League, and you have a similar 18 or 19-year-old Jamaican, and you get them two together, like a Javane Brown, who communicates, shares rooms, travels with Reece Oxford. Reece, what is it like to play in the Premier League? What is it like to play week in, week out in one of the highest leagues in the world? What is it like, you know, coming up against the likes of, for an example, Robin van Persie, the likes of Olivier Giroud, the likes of Romelu Lukaku, week in, week out. And that experience that Javane Brown gets, who knows what could open the door for him there, where Reece Oxford could say, you know, Gaffer, there's a centre-half in Jamaica that's really good, his name is Javane Brown. You never know. These things do happen. At one time, Houston Dynamo had 3 Jamaican players. Portland Timbers had 4 at one point. Football is a game of opportunities, and with globalization, things are happening. So for me, Reece Oxford, want to keep tabs on. I'm Simon Preston, this is Reggae Boyz Commentary. Don't forget to like our Facebook page, Reggae Boyz Commentary. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at rboyscom. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, Reggae Boyz Commentary.